Boom. Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome to Confession of a Scienceholic for our fourth and final episode in this series. Don't worry, we will have more episodes, but the first four will be ending with this one. Today we will cover some solutions that can be implemented in Nepal and in other countries regarding climate change. So, first one. Our national government must apply for more loans and grants and foreign aid. Yeah, no, that's not it. That's not going to happen. So, okay, let's get back to what we can actually do. So we'll back that up for a second. What can lead to solutions? But I'm not going to count on foreign loans, aids, and government. What I'm counting on is you. Yes, you watching this right now, not the one on the left or the right sitting next to you, but you. I'm going to give solutions that you can implement and not wait for others and the government to take action. I want you, as an individual, to do something. This is not something new. I'm sure you've thought about it. Also in Nepal, we have a saying, Thopa thopa pani le samundra banta. Drops of water makes up the ocean. This philosophy is something similar to which I ran into from Toyota. There's a Japanese philosophy, Kaizen. Kaizen is a practice of continuous improvement. To put it simply, every action you take, use it to make an improvement towards something. So here's what I want you to do. And hey, if the world goes down the drain, at least you tried, right? First, try to minimize using plastic bags. When you go buy your food, use locally made biodegradable bags. Can usually be made out of natural fabric. For Nepal, jute hemp seems to be the best one and more readily available. So I can understand using plastic bags when buying meat or even meat. However, or even better, we can use waxed paper, naturally made paper coated with natural wax. That's waterproof enough to hold meat till you get home. I don't think it's readily available, but I'm sure it can be made fairly cheaply. However, if our meat and fish market could start wrapping the meat and fish in them, then we should be able to eliminate the use of plastic. Next, try to walk. If you're only going a mile, that's about 1.6 kilometers of walking. That's about 20 minutes to get there. First benefit, you get some exercise. Second is that you won't be using petroleum or gas, as we call it here in the US, which Nepal has none of. Really, we don't. We buy it off of another country with the money we don't have. If you're going less than 10 miles or even 10 miles, ride a bicycle. It's better, and locally you should push for a bicycle lane in your neighborhood. Those of you interested, check out Kathmandu Cycle City on Facebook. They have been doing some great work, and maybe you can add to the number of cyclists joining them. Next thing is separate your garbage. I know it's a dirty job, but if we don't do it, then we'll be walking on top of garbage eventually when we run out of space for them. In addition, you know what happens when we have a landfill. I bet you don't. I bet you haven't even thought about it. When all that stuff you throw away gets collected and dumped into one area, microorganisms starts eating them. They go and have a wild party. I bet you knew that. But did you know that they release a massive amount of gas, out of which over 40 to 60% is methane and the rest carbon dioxide? So you see, even without running our cars and bikes, you're warming up the earth. So let's reduce that. Let's separate our garbage from inorganics and organics. So inorganics like plastic, glass, and organics, which are like fruit and vegetable peels and so on. Establish a community compost area, or if you have a backyard, which I'm sure most of you might, make your own. Second, think of what goes into the landfill and see if you can avoid using those products. I have a very tough time here in the US since everything comes pre-packaged, and most time I'm flabbergasted at how much packaging is involved. Also, think about where you are throwing things. Are you the type of person that just carelessly throws a piece of paper or an empty cheese balls wrapper on the street? Maybe it was just a small candy wrapper. If you are, then stop it. Yes, you stop doing that. Put it in your pocket or your bag, take it home so you can properly dispose of it. If you don't believe me how much of an effect it has, every time you want to throw just something away on the street, put it in your pocket, take it home and throw it in your room. See what happens eventually. Next, are you actively involved in politics? Do you go to rallies? The ones where you are not peacefully protesting and burning tires in the middle of the street? Or burning anything at all? Then I have one thing to say to you. Stop it. Actually, I like to talk, so I won't end it there. Here's what that tire you are burning is made of. Rubber, obviously. Carbon, zinc oxide, stearic acid, an accelerator, and oil. So what is the harm when you burn that tire? Well, you already know about carbon, so I won't talk about our buddy carbon here. Fumes of zinc oxide. Now that can lead to what is called metal fume fever. It's similar to having bronchitis or pneumonia, so it's easily misdiagnosed. Stearic acid. And well, let's just say breathe enough of this shit in, and you will just end up with the severe respiratory problems, which can lead to asphyxia. Breathe it long enough, then you might just die of lung cancer. Then there's rubber and others, which are just toxic to breathe in. So, making it short, stop burning tires. Seriously, you want your kids and your grandmas and grandpas to have breathing issues? Because they will be the first ones to get affected by this. So just stop it. Next, when switching to new products and so-called development, just think about how it is affecting your life and what will it mean for the future generations. I'm sure you do not have resources to get rid of mountains of cans and plastics. So think about what you're using. When you use natural resources, make sure it's sustainable. If you cut a tree down, make sure you go plant one. I hope that you pick at least one of these actions to start with and build up from there. Remember to improve yourself with every action you take. If you're already doing it, kudos to you, and hope you continue to add things that makes a difference, even if it means teaching the next generation of our shortcomings so they don't repeat it. Well, that is all for my final episode on climate change in Nepal. Hope you guys enjoyed watching as much as I did making it. Please leave me comments and suggestions. And keep following me because there will be other episodes on topics related to science and other issues. Mostly science and global issues and social issues relating to science. Follow me on Twitter at NIRAULASUJAN and the Cookery Production Inc. team at KProduction, PRODUCTIONINC. And also don't forget to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me and stay tuned for our next episode of yours truly, Scienceholic.